It has been June 21st for a few minutes. Looking at the date, feelings hit AtsuHina twice as hard. He missed the person most important to him. His boyfriend, Shoyo, left for Brazil 3 years ago, and he planned to spend there 4 years. Today was Hinata's birthday and their 6th anniversary at the same time. They started dating while they were still in their 2nd year of high school, and their relationship survived various difficulties. However, despite everything, AtsuHina really regretted not being able to spend this day with Hinata. He regretted that he can't be with him and wish him happy birthday. Unfortunately, in 2 days it was a year since AtsuHina and Hinata last saw each other face to face. They failed to meet during this much time as something always happened to prevent it. It was all sorts of things. Last time, AtsuHina's plane to Brazil was in an accident. The pilot of another plane lost control over it and lost connection with the headquarters, which resulted in the collision not being prevented. He flew that plane into the one in which AtsuHina was. It is a miracle that, as one of the few people, the blonde boy came out of this accident without major damage to health. He had only suffered a few fractures, and 2 loud noises and a blow to his head caused him to have some hearing problems. Fortunately, the doctors said that this condition shouldn't last for a long time, and AtsuHina's hearing would slowly return to normal. It happened just a bit more than 2 weeks ago, and it was only recently that AtsuHina finally emerged from the hospital. According to the plans, if the flight was successful, he would stay in Brazil for a month and he and Hinata would spend this special day together, just the 2 of them. Initially, when Shoyo found out about the accident, he was horrified as no news of AtsuHina's condition had reached him yet. But when he found out that he was alive and that he was not in so bad condition, he still blamed himself. After all, if not for Hinata's stay in Brazil, AtsuHina would never have boarded the plane and nothing would have happened to him. These feelings made Hinata overwhelmed, and against his own will, it made him move a bit away from his boyfriend. He was so terrified. In the end this whole situation could have ended much worse. Despite the long-distance relationship, they both still meant the whole world to each other and they loved each other the same as before, or in fact, you could say even more than that, but it was quite hard for them to show it to each other. And they missed each other so badly. They tried to talk on the phone at least twice a day, but their activities and the difference in time zones didn't make it easy for them. AtsuHina was currently looking through his photos with Hinata. He didn't even know when tears started to fall from his eyes. He missed seeing the younger boy so much. Missed hearing his voice clearly, being able to touch him, hug him, kiss him, take care of him. He wanted to see him again so much that it was heartbreaking. At the same time, Hinata felt similar emotions to AtsuHina. There was a photo album in the middle of the floor of his room. It was opened to a page that featured photos of the day Shoyo went with AtsuHina on their first date. Hinata looked through it until recently, but it caused such mixed feelings in him that he was unable to watch the rest. Therefore, at that moment, he was looking at the sky and saying aloud what he wanted to convey to his boyfriend. He knew these words would never reach him, but he dismissed this thought and imagined AtsuHina being right next to him and actually talking to him. He did that often. Behaving this way helped him a little to get through this situation. He only stopped doing this when he heard the sound of a message coming from his phone. It turned out that AtsuHina was the first to speak in the group chat, wishing Shoyo happy birthday, just before the others who were active at the moment began to do so. Hinata thanked each of them individually. AtsuHina at first wanted to wish his boyfriend happy birthday over the phone call. It may not have been a great option, but it still felt better than doing it through the messages. However, if he were to hear Hinata's voice now, he knew that it would most likely end making the feelings hit him even harder, and as a result he would not be able to get his voice out. AtsuHina, your confession was the best gift I could ever get. Even if you didn't know it was my birthday back then. Meeting you really is the best thing that happened to me. Happy anniversary. I'm sorry to give you so much trouble over the last year, even though I couldn't be near you. Don't say that. You caused me no problems at all. All you did was make it impossible for me to imagine my life without you. You're everything to me, you know? I love you the most and I will never stop. Happy anniversary, darling. Such a lovebirds. Sina. It's not the time. Aren't you tired of our situation right now? Of course I'm not. Sure, I'd rather be by your side all the time and be able to support you more, but.
My baby, my treasure, I swear my forever.
They are so cute together. Yaku-san, why can't we be like them? Because you are not cute at all. But you are. When Zundir noises.
My baby, my treasure, I love you forever.
Even through all these difficulties, I will also love you forever.
My baby, my treasure, I really don't leave.
What? Leave.
想和你在一起，我 gonna forever be with you. I'm here waiting for you. 他们都说我还能谈几年。
Forever, if it was only up to me.
我尽量放手不去看以前。
What? You tried.
你就你错过的画面。
I'm sorry. It was only one time. After the plane accident. I was scared of you getting hurt again. But.
想每天陪在你身边 Toronto pure white snow. I know this road is gonna to be tough and strenuous, but I'm not afraid of, cause I wanted you, baby. I wanna travel on the sea with you, to eat all the meat, the sunshine on the beach, let me feed you a piece of sweet.
But haven't we already done the beach in Suites 1? We can always do it again.
Baby, my treasure, I swear my forever. My baby, my treasure, I love you forever. My baby, my treasure, I really don't need 想和你在一起，我 gonna forever be with you. I'm here waiting for. 到底是丰富还是丰富？前后鼻音是你没掌握的生物。
WTF? What are they talking about now?
搞不清红绳，亦或是浑身，小孩子都知道的东西，你不会区分，只知道缠着我，坚信我不会躲，在下头花间你说爱情终于轮到我。
Tearing down? Hinata really did that? I can't believe. It was before we even started dating.
我说上天的安排，命中就注定，你说头发到斑白，爱我到任性
You don't have any gray hair yet, Zamu. It was a metaphor, stupid.
I need you happy every second. Never my baby see you cry. 我不会再让你流泪，我会和你遇见的，会遇见的。Baby, my treasure, I swear my forever. My baby, my treasure, I love you forever. 蓝紫色的天空，冰岛蓝寂寞，780分钟，每天都心动。那电话还能接通，对我就足够。你操纵我的时空，步入我怀中。那电话还能接通，对我就足够。你操纵我的时空，步入我怀中。
Don't even dare to blame yourself again. That accident was nobody's fault. And please don't ever doubt our relationship. Maybe we can't see each other now, but you can be sure that I will love you forever, the most in the world. I miss you baby, but I can take it because I know we'll finally meet again soon. How could I doubt our relationship when you tell me all these things? I love you so much. And I'm sure I'll never stop loving you. This exchange of messages made both boys feel at least a little lighter on their hearts. They knew that despite the difference in kilometers, they were not alone. And that they will always be there to support each other. Hinata missed Atsumu so much that he asked him for a video call. The older boy agreed, as the emotions he'd been feeling earlier had eased somewhat. They spent almost the entire day talking. Hinata said that the presence of Atsumu, even if only in such a way, was enough gift for him under such circumstances. They talked about everything, even the smallest detail. Shoyo was worryingly asking about his boyfriend's stay in the hospital, even though they have already talked about it before. They talked until Hinata fell asleep. But even then they didn't hang up. AtsuHina watched the sleeping Hinata on the monitor and listened to his calm breathing. Every now and then the younger spoke in his sleep, sometimes even saying things that made AtsuHina's face flush a little. Watching his boyfriend calmed AtsuHina and made him feel as if all his problems were momentarily disappearing. The most important thing was that the person he loved was right next to him, even if separated by a monitor. The older one kissed the monitor in the place where Hinata's forehead was at the moment. Then he stared at his calm face. "I'm so glad to have you,"